What's up, guys? Hey, I'm at Guitar Center, and I'm just playing this new Wolfgang standard, Candy Apple Red. And it's got a roasted neck, Floyd Rose tremolo, Wolfgang pickups, and it lists for $749.99. Let's give it a whirl. I'm going through a Stealth 5150 50 watts in a the 5150 iconic 412 cabinet. Let's go. Man, this is awesome. This is awesome. Wow. Man, I want one of these. Man, I want one of these. Did you hear me? Did you hear me out there? I want one of these. Smash that thumbs, all right? Smash that thumbs. Like and subscribe, man. Change the lights in here, will you?
Hey, mate, give up the guitar.
What's that?
Yeah, somebody bought it.
Somebody bought this?
Yeah, they bought it. No,
Really?
for themselves. No,
Right now?
no.
For me?
No, not for you, man. For themselves. Yeah, they're watching your
You
stream.
gotta take it now?
Yeah, you got to give me the guitar. They're watching your stream. They bought the guitar for themselves. Here, give it up. That's right. Thanks, man.
Now I'm going to show you something that is going to totally blow your rocks off.
Hi. How are you?
Hello?
I think you guys got a new band happening here.
Hey guys. Oh, big guys, huh? All right.
I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. If you have a problem, turn off your station.
Again, we start with me. We need to prep for me to start.
Holy Santa Claus shit.
That was good. That was a good intro.
I don't see what's so funny.
I don't either. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Metal Wednesday. I mean, another Wednesday here on Under the Bus Network.
What the hell happened?
I don't know.
Jeez, I just sit down and all of a sudden the chat's going nuts. Caleb's on location at Guitar Center. What the hell?
Crazy.
Yeah. In-N-Out's next, then Starbucks.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy. What's good? What's good, Jay? How are you? You looking handsome with the Under the Bus shirt?
That's right. That's the applause I was hoping for. That was the applause I was hoping for. Hello, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Hannon. He's here.
I'm here.
Brian's mom's here too.
Oh.
Yep. What's up, Mom? So what's good, boys? I think don't we have next few weeks we're gonna have some cool intros.
No,
Yeah,
you
good
got to
talk.
surprise people here. We don't.
What's that? I hear echoing. Is everything all right?
Yes. It's very dark where you are right now. Is it is the power out or something?
It's the
Someone
winter.
needs to change
the
his
winter
lights.
solstice here.
Yeah, someone needs to change your lights, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I gotta change my lights. Give me a sec. Hold on.
Man, is it show 25? I mean, this is getting out of hand. It was almost 24 again, and then BonerJams texted me late last night and with a screenshot of show 24 again, and I was like, oh shit. So we had to fix that. But it's 25 and it's December 7th and it's 9:10 p.m., right?
We did such a shitty job last week. I think we should probably do it over anyway.
Just repeat the show.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we'll do that. All right, let's start it again. Go ahead, Caleb.
What's up, guys? Hey.
All right, we're back. We're back. Did somebody buy that guitar again? This time, did they actually buy it for Caleb or did they buy it for themselves again? I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell.
That was great.
What do we have planned tonight, boys?
Little this, little that. See whatever comes up.
That's what she
What do you
said.
think? Yeah. What's going on in your world, Brian? Other than insurance claims and
diarrhea.
Trying not to kill people. Usual day in the life.
Nice.
I had a rough day yesterday, and I was venting to both of you, and no, but all's good. Yeah,
Wow.
that was nice. No, just another day in paradise. That's all I got.
Did you do some guitar lessons today?
I did. And actually, he will be on with us on Friday, which would be a lot of fun.
Who are we talking about? Are we talking about
that guy right there?
Yes. We got Stay Metal Ray joining. I guess it's just going to be me and Brian, or if anybody else wants to join, obviously they're entitled to, because this is our shit. But yeah.
And there he is. He's in the chat. He just said woohoo. So he'll be with us on Friday. And also too, guys, Ray is a big Van Halen fan, a big Eddie Van Halen fan. So maybe we can devote 3% of the show to that. We'll see.
There's 5,000 people watching. Click on Stay Metal Ray's icon and go subscribe to his channel while you're here.
Yeah, absolutely. Go check him out.
It opens up in a new box, right, Jay?
You're asking me?
Yeah, I think it does. You're the whiz bang around here.
I don't know shit, man. I just hope we made Ray proud with this little thing we cooped up here. Or
it looks good.
Cooped up. What am I talking about?
Ray looks great with the Under the Bus logo behind him. He really
does, man. We got to get him a shirt. We got to get him an Under the Bus shirt.
I did. I just told him. I said I'm going to send you a shirt.
All right.
Yeah.
Overnight it to him so we can wear it. We can wear it on the show Friday.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yep.
No, we're gonna have a blast Friday. We're gonna. He and I were talking about what we're gonna discuss, and I gave him just a couple things that you should prep for, but some of it will be off the cuff. So we'll have a great time.
Prep like what, for like a colonoscopy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's ready.
All right. I guess sometimes it can be painful, you know.
Drink the juice.
Yeah.
Just want him to have some guitars ready and go over a few things. So no, it's gonna be a blast.
It's gonna be good.
Nice.
It's gonna be.
And both you guys have done guitar lessons via video chat, right?
You mean given or taken?
Taken.
Not really. I don't know.
No, you haven't.
I don't know if I have.
Okay.
Jay's
Brian,
Jay's given lessons. Yeah.
To who?
One time you gave me a lesson. We were going over some Gizmachi shit.
But that's not really a lesson, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's that's all that is right there. So anyway, so what do we got going on tonight? I mean, you know, this is a pretty big night here.
Yeah, Caleb's gone, so the three of us are going to hold down the fort. Got a few topics to talk about. Jay's driving the bus tonight, so wherever he takes us.
The blue bus.
Great. Great. Oh, Caleb texted in. Let's see what he got. Did anybody buy him that guitar? Okay, never mind.
Thanks, Ben Tom.
Ben Tom's here?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Wow. So weird. My wife actually said, "Hey, where's Ben Tom been? I haven't seen him in the chat or anything or on any of the stuff." Said 7 over 8. You are in my thoughts and prayers because I always had. Oh, I thought he said he always. I also had sepsis and double kidney failure this year and can understand what you're going through. If I can do anything for you, dude, that's very nice of you, Tom. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
See?
For sure.
That's awesome.
Yep.
What's good, Ben Tom? You sexy beast.
So Caleb's
really
gone
pumped
tonight.
here.
Yeah, what's happening?
I don't know. We have a plethora of topics in our chat. Kurt, did you want to bring up any of our top 10 discussions that we can?
Well, Michael Smith's here as well.
You love the
Michael
top
Smith.
10 shit, Brian. My God. Brian loves the top 10.
Didn't you guys watch Steve Lukather on Sunset Sound last night?
Mm-mm.
No.
No? I know Brian probably didn't, but anyone in the chat, if you watched it, let me know what you thought. He was on there for almost 2 hours doing an interview with our buddy Drew. Remember him, Jay?
Yeah. Yep.
Amazing stories. The dude's a hoot. There's some funny shit that he brought up. And I think they had to cut a lot of stuff out because some of the humor was a little crude. But
that's what this channel's for. You get the good shit out here.
He told a story where he was at Berkeley doing a just like a speech to a music class. And he told everyone at the beginning, warning, I may use a few cuss words, few things here and there. So don't be offended. We're all adults, right? People in college or older. Anyway, he started talking about some of these kids over in Japan that shred and how he thought some of it was useless versus actually having the vibe of playing guitar and having the soul and the feel. And he's like, being able to shred's cool, looks cool on video, but it's like having a 20-inch cock. You don't know what to do with it. It's just too big. It was pretty funny.
That is, oh man. Hey, we're going to get to this in a minute because we could end up. I'm clicking the wrong thing. I'm still getting
wow.
Big bucks, big money.
We got
big bucks, big money.
I've been dying to use that one. I got to use it again. Tom, thank you.
Big bucks, big money.
Says BonerJams, love you, sexy MFer. I watched Luke, Kurt, killer stuff. Only met Luke once, killer human.
Yeah, I met him as well, Tom. He's a regular dude for sure. Very humble. I was like, man, you're great, and this, and he's like, quit, knock it off. Like very humble. And he's a tiny guy too.
Well,
but,
I mean, how many albums has he been on? How many records?
Last night he said close to 2,000.
Close to 2,000.
Yeah.
You're talking about the who's the basketball player that supposedly had sex with like
Wilt Chamberlain?
Wilt Chamberlain. Yeah, he's like the Wilt Chamberlain of guitar. Yeah. I mean, that's insane. And to be on that many records, I wouldn't even have time to do an interview. I'd be like, hey, can we interview you? Like, what? I got a record to be on, man. What are you talking about?
He did say it kind of ended in the 90s, where he says he's one of the last like major session players, where they really don't use him as much as they used to. But another funny story. They're at Sunset Sound with those, world famous echo chambers that they have there. And they're in there recording an album, and their tour manager brought a chick in. Brought her into the echo chamber, shut the door, and started plowing her. Well, guess what?
Recording.
There's mics in there. So they hit record as this guy's plowing this chick, and they're listening to it, laughing, and they get done and come out, and they walk into the studio, and they're all laughing, like, what are you guys laughing at? They hit play and start playing it back for him. And he said they turned it up so loud it was like 120 decibels.
That's great.
Oh man, that's pretty good. Did he say anything? Well, I mean, probably the entire details. Probably he didn't. He didn't go through.
Well, he said she's still married to a different guy, obviously, and so he didn't want to state her name. But he's like, our tour manager. We had a few of them, but if you want to look back, you can find out who it is.
Oh man. So imagine, like, was she married at the time?
Yeah, still married, he said.
Oh my, that's going to be easy to figure out. Oh, maybe not. No, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know who it was, but
hey, remember you said you were going up to Sunset Sound that day back in the
83.
Yeah, 83. Is that you?
But he talked about walking in the studio one day. I think it was 82 or 81, maybe, going to meet Eddie. And he walked in, and in the control room was Don Landy and David Lee Roth. And he asked David Lee Roth, he's like, is Eddie here? And he said Dave just looked at him and gave him a dirty look, like he said he was a total dick.
Turned around. Is Eddie here?
Yeah, exactly. That's what reminded me of. But he's like, that was the last interaction I had with David Lee Roth.
Really?
Yeah.
And from that point on, like Eddie and Steve became very good friends.
Very good friends. And he also said last night that he was on every album with Sammy.
Steve Lukather was on every
background singing. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I knew of 2 songs, but I didn't know
Which 2?
From anything else. Top of the World and Not Enough.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
See, isn't that awesome? You find out stuff like that.
Yeah.
But let's go back to this the guitar shredding online thing.
Yeah.
Because you can get into some serious trouble, I guess, nowadays, kind of saying the wrong thing the wrong way, or even the right thing the wrong way,
Right.
But I mean, there is a huge difference, obviously. I mean, the whole music industry and just, I guess, anything having to do with online has changed dramatically. Yeah, we got this. We got it covered. I mean, think about it, right? Like years ago, you had to basically like, hey, Cameron Brown, what's happening, my man?
You want to finish your thought here?
I'm trying to.
I'm distracting Jay.
Yeah, distracting me with that big 20-inch. What'd you say? It was a 20-inch you had there?
20-inch cock, yeah.
Zoldar.
And I mean, the difference from years ago, like you had to prove that like you were on tour. I mean, I hate bringing up my own type of like experience, even though I guess it would make sense in this case. So a lot of people probably don't know I was with Ibanez for a couple of years, and when I had a 2-year, me and Mike both had a 2-year deal with Ibanez, right? So when that was up, basically they had a little meeting about like certain bands or whatever, and they asked me like, hey, when are you guys, number one, putting out a new album, and when are you going back on the road? And we thought it was obviously going to be sooner than 2021, right? Or 2020. When did the album come out? I don't even know. 2021?
21, yeah.
Yeah. So they wanted to know, like, hey, you guys have to put out an album and you have to go back on the road before we re-up and redo your deal.
Wow.
I mean, now, you don't even have to leave your house. And, guitar companies, and obviously it's all about, it's changed now. Back then there wasn't the internet to show what you're doing. Like, hey,
right.
I'm playing this instrument. You have to go on the road and play in front of people and do interviews and, try to get as much exposure as you can. But now, I mean, I almost wish it was like this back then. Just sit in your fucking room and play guitar for 15 hours a day and put out videos of just, and the one thing that I guess Steve Lukather was kind of referring to with, these guys nowadays, and I've had talks with Cameron Brown. It's funny that he's in here now talking about this. Like, yeah, playing a lot of that shred stuff that like a 0.1% of people on the face of the earth can play. It's cool, obviously, right? But is it something like you see a video like that, like, dude, check this, look at this fucking kid. Are you going back to that video the next day and the next day and the next day and just
trying to learn it?
Not even trying to learn it, but just it doesn't have the effect on your brain. It's got the wow factor, obviously, like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is there that feel and like we always talk about Pink Floyd and stuff like that, and oh my god, I can't think right now his name.
Zeppelin?
No, Pink Floyd.
Van Halen?
Pink Floyd.
David Gilmour?
David Gilmour.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
David Gilmour, like he can do more with one note than most people can do with with 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, but I guess that's how you have to kind of stand out now on Instagram and stuff like that. Like you have to do that type of shit to get people to say, oh shit, oh, you're playing a fucking boring solo. Nobody wants to see that. It's a shame what it's become,
Well, we've talked about it. What gives me the feels in my downstairs Bonanza region is a fat, dope riff, right? Not a solo and shredding, because that doesn't stick in your head. You're never just sitting there humming like,
well, a shreddy solo, no, but
right.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about shredding, people like shredding, but you need melody and you need, I don't know, that shreddy shit just doesn't do it for me. It's it's a jerk off session when people just go crazy like that. And it's impressive. Don't get me wrong. And I'm envious. I can't do it, but
Yeah.
I want to hear a catchy riff that you're hearing over and over and you're humming it. That's what I want. And on Friday, when we have Ray on, he and I have talked about it.
Yeah. Well, we'll have Cameron on eventually too, because I don't want to get him in trouble because he's obviously friends with a lot of these amazing. Obviously, Cameron has said the same thing. Like, dude, I could put up a video of me playing like the most heartfelt, like feeling solo and acoustic thing or anything like just. And yeah, it obviously gets the interactions and stuff. But he's like, I put up something absolutely blazing, and people just lose their minds over it. But he would rather play the
melodic stuff,
melodic shit, as opposed to just absolute blazing, setting your fretboard on fire. So,
yeah. Yep. And for me, I like a mix. Brian, I think a solid rhythm section is amazing. Think about Eddie and James Hetfield and Steve Lukather. He talked a little bit about it last night, how he has the rhythm chops. You have to have that. You have to have the melodic little fills, and then I think you have a tasty, quick little solo. Yep. It's a good mix versus just shred all the way through on a 3-minute song. Sure. I like a mix for sure.
Speaking of good solos,
it's just because what we're used to.
A good solo that's catchy and long is "Floods" by Pantera with Dime. That solo, it can get stuck in your head and you're humming that. But also, it's not just ripping. Like parts of it is, but it's melodic. It's catchy. It's good shit. That's there's something about a lot of people can shred and just go crazy, but not everyone can write a good song or something that's catchy, and that's what it's all about. So.
Yeah. No, dude, 100%. Yeah. I feel, and it doesn't just go for guitars either. I mean, think of drums, right? I always talk about this type of stuff of like, yeah, anybody, I'm obviously a huge metal fan, but I'm not the biggest fan of bands that just do blast beats for 3.5, 4 minutes straight.
There's a place for it.
There's a place for it. I mean, sneak it in there from time to time. If you do all these crazy fills the entire song, well, you might be like, hey, this one drum fill I do here towards the end of the song is like the fucking coolest solo or coolest drum fill ever. But if you load up the song with a lot of that stuff beforehand, you don't really notice that one that you were like really proud of. So that's why I always loved Neil Peart's drumming from Rush. Neil Peart, sorry.
Peart.
Say it's the type of thing like he would build the drums with the song. Maybe the first verse he would do a simple, to straightforward type of thing. Then the second verse would come in and he'd add a little extra thing here. Maybe a little ride cymbal with it or an extra kick pat. And then by the end of the song, it's built up and there's just so many elements to that as well to make the song grow. And, vocals, same shit. If a guy's just blazing, doing all this crazy stuff the whole time, it's like, what's so special, Yeah.
It's true. Agreed.
Anyway, Jay, you'll have to check it out. I know.
Oh, I will. Dude, I love watching Steve Lukather interviews. He's
a man.
He's one of those guys that even if you're not like the biggest fan, like his stories and the way he tells them makes you want to keep lit. He tells stories about shit that I don't care about. And I'm like, oh, what happened?
Yeah.
What's he talking about
cool.
now?
They brought up Africa. And I don't know if you know much about that song.
I know.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, get
24 tracks. And they talk about how they had the tape going through the studio, around in the hallway, around mic stands and spinning on pencils just so they could get the loop right.
Holy shit.
And they recorded the whole song without even having lyrics. They had no idea what the song was about, what they were going to name it, and they came up with the lyrics last. And they named it Africa just because of the drums. They thought it sounded like,
travel.
And it, how it became a TikTok phenomenon. Like recently, and Luke, he's like, Drew's asking about what about Africa, and he's like, man, that song's like a bad case of scathing herpes. It just keeps coming back.
Yeah,
it was pretty funny, but yeah, that's amazing. I listened to that song last night in headphones, and it's like there's shit going on everywhere.
Yeah, there really is. I mean, harmonies just sneak up on you, like, oh my god, and you try to hum the harmonies, like trying to hit it right, and you're like, damn, I didn't even notice that one before.
Anyway,
hey, real quick, I saw this before. Michael Smith, thank you very much, man. We are happy. We are happy too that Ellie is home. And again, for all the, I just want to reiterate, all the people that reached out and sent their love and heartfelt wishes, and we definitely appreciate everything.
Yeah, and it's good to see Michael back too. Hope you're doing well,
it is.
Michael.
The captain, everybody, it's the captain.
I have one issue with Africa, though, the song.
What?
I'm a very literal person. So when it says, when it rains down in Africa, I'm thinking of a whole continent raining at once. I'm like, that's impossible. That's just not happening. So I
call bullshit.
What if it's Southern Africa?
I just
can't
South
get Africa.
I just can't get into it. Just can't. No, I love that song. I'm just joking. But Hold the Line, that's my favorite Toto song. That song is awesome.
Hold the Line is obviously a great one, but Rosanna, man, that drum beat. Oh my God.
Rosanna's great.
Dude, such a killer song. Really is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man. Let's listen to some Toto, shall we?
Put it on, man.
Get flagged real quick.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you never know with this platform, but the band's dissolved.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's whoever owns the publishing, if they're really sticklers with that type of shit.
Yeah. But
man. Hey, did you guys ever you ever think of this? Like, how guys hang out and they're like,
dude,
I gotta go take a shit. It's like, all right, man. And they go in there and it's like, you guys just like, guys always, they describe things the most disgusting, vile way that they possibly can when they're around each other. It's who we are, right?
No, it's actually just you, man. When I'm with you, you say the most outrageous shit ever.
We're Neanderthals.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I'm about to spread these cheeks. Hold on 1 second.
Dude, you hear that?
Actually, real quick, Jay has never said that because we did. I would slap him.
No, definitely not. No, I've never spoken talked like a frat boy or anything like that. But it's just when you're with your guy friends hanging out, you say shit in a vile way sometimes. Just to, a lot of it is just to get your friends laughing and shit. But but guys do that. We say things just how they are. But you ever notice like women, they try to come up with a little cute phrase or cute word for something that is absolutely disgusting. But it works, right? Like, I'm going to throw my wife here under the bus,
Uh-oh.
Like, she'll be like, instead of, me, I'll be like, oh, I got to fart, and where is it? Whereas if she has to fart, will be like, I fart. Like a real quick, like cute thing. So it's not like, and obviously her farts, I'm trying to impress people with mine when I try to rip them, try to get a good one out there.
No, man.
And,
she's texting you right now.
No, is that actually Andy Carson? He said he could smell it from here. No. But yeah, it's funny how girls, and I know a lot of people, Brian, I've talked about this with you before. I have a good friend as well who he and his wife, they've been together for, I don't know how long, like a long time. Neither one of them have like farted or even pooped. Like, if they have to poop, it's a secret. Like they'll go into the other story in the house and and won't poop. It's like,
wait for him to leave before she does it.
Yeah. Like, damn, I don't know if I'd be able to, I had to rush home. We had to rush home today because I had to rip it up.
That's a daily occurrence.
It kind of is. If I leave the house, I'm testing fate when I leave the house. And if I get a bite to eat while out of the house, I'm really pressing the luck right there because there's like a 95% chance that I'm going to be pushing the footrest in the car on the way home, trying to brace it.
Sweating.
Yes. The goosebumps pumping. Oh yeah.
My God.
That's why Jay likes to only stay within 10 square miles from his home just so he can get back.
I have one of those electric shock collars if I go too far,
People think he's on parole, but he's on shit parole.
I come down to hang out with Jay. I'm like, where are we going for dinner? That Mexican restaurant that's like 3 minutes away.
Yes.
So you get back home.
But dude, there's a great one about 2020. No, are you crazy? Are you going to shit in the car?
Yeah, he's going to take the basket that the chips come in, bring it with him in case he needs it. Oh, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you don't know how many times, like when Jeannie and I started dating, you don't know how many times I have ruined outings because we leave the house and you know, a lot of times you would go get something to eat first, right? You go get something to eat. You don't know how many times I've had to turn around like after eating and be like, you know, well, I'm going home. Like I got to use the home office. That was before a time where I would use a public restroom. Like now, if we're out somewhere and I have no choice, like, all right, I'll go, you know, but I'll try to clean up the bathroom as much as possible.
You want to read this one, Brian?
Yeah, sure. This is Amanda Coons. My best friend used to cup her hand over her ass when she farted, then quickly covered my mouth and nose with it every damn time. That's not a friend right there. That's fucking vile. That's gross.
If someone did that to me, I'd sock them. Rock them, sock them. That's
going. Cameron Brown sent me a message. I hope we're still friends after my rant about guitarists. But
Crappuccino.
Yeah, the Crappuccino, the Laxaccino. Yeah, my dad. Yeah, he knows about that story. Yeah, me and my cousin Mike were hanging out in New York City. It's probably about 2000, maybe 2004-ish. And I had never had like Starbucks or anything. That was about the time probably they were coming into where we lived at the time, you know?
Right around the time Brian was coming out?
Yeah. So the next morning, you know, he wakes me up in the hotel. He's like, Jason, I'm going down. I'm going to get a coffee. You want something? I was like, I don't know. What do you get? He's like, what do you want? I'm like, well, I don't like coffee. Like what? So he's like, I'll get you something that's like kind of like milkshake-ish. I'm like, all right, cool. Dude, I get on the Palisades Parkway. If anybody's familiar with New Jersey or New York City going into Jersey and then New York, I got on the Palisades and it was like my stomach just started bubbling.
Did he give you the Shadachino?
Dude, it was like, I always say like my belly was about to like, you know, like the hull of the Titanic. It was about to just bust, you know?
Oh my God.
Yeah. And, I can't even remember. I had to pull over somewhere. There's no, I don't think I made it home, but I can't remember. It was such like a terrible experience that I know it's pretty shitty.
Real quick, if you don't mind,
Yeah,
I'm looking at our notes app. I don't see anything about this segment on here of just talking about fecal matter and.
Are you sure?
And shit.
Oh no, it started with the That's how I thought of it because of the where is it? Women come up with cute names. I try to keep it under wraps a little bit when I put things in this note, so you guys don't know what I'm talking about. You know?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the bottom part, what we were talking about. I don't know if you got it.
What is it?
Kurt, you want to enlighten everyone about what we do?
So, just so you guys know, Jay hates like top 10, top 20, top 50
hates it
lists. And it has been a while since we actually used this app. So Brian and I thought it'd be cute to add a bunch of top 10 to the app just to piss Jay off.
Do you want to list some of the shit that we added on here?
Yeah. Top 10 EPs of all time.
Oh my God.
Top 10 drum fills of all time. Top live albums recorded overseas. Top 10 acoustics albums recorded in the 80s. I don't even know if there's 10. Top 10 J shits. We had to.
We got a lot to choose from there. That one's going to be the toughest. No, it's not like listen. I'll watch or read some of these people's top 10s or whatever, but when we go over it, like I don't want to sit here for 45 minutes and listen to somebody go over their top 5s. It's like, oh my God. All right. Cool. You like that?
Ryan and I'll have to, we can do that on our own.
Yeah.
Snooze.
And
fest.
plus another key to the cog there is I drive myself nuts going over these top things. You know, if I have to come up with, hey Jay, what's your top 5 metal albums of all time? It drives me nuts because I'm like, oh wait, no, I can't believe I forgot that album. What am I retarded? You know, like all that stuff. I completely go nuts with it, so I don't like doing it.
So. Top 10 bass tones.
That's actually pretty easy.
I don't know. I'd find it amusing. So Kurt and I will do it. I'll be at the gym and I'll just think of something. I'll add it on, and then Kurt will add something because we know if Jay's reading it, he's like, "What the fuck is this?" Like getting all pissed off. So Kurt and I just start laughing about it. So we're bringing you guys into our world, and it's
behind the scenes. And apparently Jay doesn't give a shit because he hasn't looked at the app in months.
That's crap. I add stuff to it. I've added stuff. You butthole.
Oh, so it's one-way street. I see.
What do you mean?
You add stuff, but you don't read anything else?
I do. But you guys sneak it up in there. I don't even know.
That's what
Hey,
she said.
you know, we're talking about farting and stuff like that. Have you guys ever taken the what would this be called? I guess it would be called like the blow dryer technique.
Oh no, it
The
sounds
hand
horrible.
dryer technique. No. All right, let's see if anybody's tried this in their ventures.
Are you gonna pull up a video of this?
Yeah, you ready? There you go.
Great.
Has anybody tried that? When Amanda mentioned the cupping thing,
Yeah,
that reminded me of that video. I was like, oh man, I gotta,
yeah. The other ones Jay and I like are the guys farting at the ring cam.
yes.
Yeah.
All right,
Those are
Jeannie's
good.
gonna catch my wrath in a minute. Because when we're at the drive-through ordering anything, like Jeannie has to tell me, you know, she can't tell me as we're pulling up to the window to order what she wants or what the kids want, right? I need to know as it like
Immediately.
as she asks, would you like anything else? I need to know then.
You can spew it out instead of remembering it.
Out, rape. So we'll get to the drive-through
And then you'll spew the coffee out later through your other hole.
and something else. So
True.
yeah, but so we'll get up there and I'll order mine, you know, which is long order usually because I'm telling them to take everything off of it and you know all this other crap. And then Jeannie will I'll ask her and she'll be like, you know, I told you, or she'll take her time and I'm like, why don't you just say it, you know, through me, just say it louder so you know, yeah. But I'm the butthole. Yep.
Here we go.
Well, here we go. Yeah, hello. How are you doing today? I'm okay. How is the salted caramel cold brew? Oh, it has that? No, wait. Can I get this? Okay. What's large? A venti? No, I'll have a large. Yeah, that's pretty. See, she actually listens to what I say.
That's
pays
great.
attention.
Yeah, I order the same thing and have for like the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
What do you get?
Triple mocha. Maybe a quad if it's
What
you
is
know, I
that?
had a day like Brian had yesterday.
You mean like 3 shots of espresso
Yeah, or 4 shots.
or 4 shots of espresso?
Yeah.
Oh, Starbucks is it's yeah,
Oh,
it's a ripoff.
it's like $7 for a drink now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the kids want a cake pop? That'll be $37.50. I mean, it's insane.
Big bucks, big money.
You go to Starbucks, man. You better prepare yourself for the total.
Bend over, it's coming. BonerJams.
Yeah. No, I have Alzheimer's already. So I'll run out and my employee's like, can you get me this? And I'm like, you have to text me. I have no fucking clue what you just said. By the time I leave, I have no idea what you said.
Is it the same with you guys with like food shopping or something? Right?
Oh,
You go
don't
food
even
shopping?
go there.
If you don't
I
have a
pulled
list,
a fucking idiot yesterday.
dude. Well, I can't wait for this. I use that notes app that I've never used before. I use that because if I and I have Jeannie as a on it too, so I'll tell her like as I'm leaving to go food shopping, you better put the shit you want on the list, otherwise I'm not coming home with it. I'll forget.
So I live in the middle of nowhere. It's probably a 20-minute drive to the grocery store I go to.
Damn.
And I went there yesterday for like
20 minutes just to go to the food store?
Yeah.
Damn.
I had a list of probably 15 things, and one of them my wife needed. She's making the hot buttered rum mix. Remember I sent you yesterday?
I thought you were gonna say like tampons or something.
So I go there, I get all my shit, throw it in the basket. I do the self checkout, which Jay hates.
Yeah,
You know.
you want me to work?
Where's the discount?
I need a discount.
10% discount.
I need
Agreed.
5, even
So-
5. I'll do it for 5.
I go there and I make a scene.
I get it all checked out. No fucking wallet.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm 45 years old. This is the first time this has ever happened.
First time, really?
And, yeah.
First time, long time?
First time. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, shit, I need this stuff tonight. So I give
20-minute trip. It's not like you're right. Shit. I'll be back in 5 minutes, Ben. You know, whoever the fucking
20 minutes there, 20 minutes home, 20 minutes back there, 20 minutes home.
Yeah. You made a day of it.
So the lady's like, oh, we can print out your receipt and when I'll hold your groceries when we come back. You just ring this up and you can pay for it immediately.
Are you going to put all the cold stuff in? Do you have a fridge to put all the cold stuff in? Is that what you asked?
This gets better.
Oh, I'm going to mute my mic.
So no, don't mute your mic. So she takes the receipt. She puts my bag down on the floor next to the register. I get in my truck and I'm going like 90 home. Get my wallet, going 90 back there. I get there and she's like, oh, you're back. And I look at my bag and it's like half gone. We put away all the cold stuff. You got to go back and get it again. Oh, I was seeing red. They're lucky they didn't sell those wiffle ball bats right there at the register. I would have hit her with it.
You did what?
So I had to go back, look and see what shit I didn't get. Remember what it was. I threw the receipt away. I threw it away.
You threw the receipt away?
No. My list of shit that I got.
The list away?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, and then got all my shit, came back. I mean, it was a disaster. By the time I got home, I was so pissed.
Did you walk in the kitchen and just stare at your wife and reach in and grab the fucking thing that she needed and said, I got it?
Yeah. Just bend over. I'll give you this butter.
I hate the self-checkout though. That shit really pisses me off. I go there and I make a scene because I'll start going in and I'll start checking out. Like I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm like, I didn't even get any training here. And I just start looking around and everyone looks at me. I'm like, I don't even know what to do. And then like someone will walk over like, oh, you have to do this. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. Get the fuck out of here.
I go in there and try to do like the speed checkout and try to scan everything as fast as I can, bag it as fast as I can.
You're using the scanner behind the back trying to scan your fucking item.
It.
Yeah, twirling it, doing the fucking buck, you know.
Isn't that Employee of the Month with Jane Cook?
That's a great movie.
It is. It's hilarious.
Well,
yeah.
I'm kind of ashamed to say what I'm going to say, but Jeannie and I went to Lowe's Home Improvement the other day. They didn't have any registers open. It was only the self-checkout.
It's that way. Usually there's like one.
Well, that irked me. Meanwhile, there's a woman at a register, but it's not open. And I made eye contact. I'm not a dickhead. Like I don't go places and I'm like, like I don't give attitudes. I try to, somebody might have had a bad morning or something like that. I try to be nice to people, Well, you just have a couple of the self-checkouts ready. And it's not like it was, a Wednesday afternoon or something where there's like nobody shopping. It was pretty busy. So we get to the self-checkout and I'm scanning things. And we didn't have that many things, So there were 2 items that were like pretty cheap that we had in the cart. Well, I was so pissed that we had to self-checkout and there was no other lanes open that I air scanned one of them. Well, Jeannie saw what. Yeah, I pretended
like a freebie.
I pretend. Yeah, I'm like, you know what?
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Yeah, table saw.
Table saw. that $300 blow up Santa. Pretend to scan. Yeah, no, not that shit. I tried.
15 horse generator.
Fucking wheeling it out. Can you help me with this? I didn't scan it, but can you help me carry it out?
Can I see your receipt? Oh, I had my receipt emailed to me. I don't have one.
Yeah, no, you get the employee, the guy that helps, to help you carry it out. He's an accessory. He helped me bring it out,
Load out.
So Jeannie saw that I air scanned it and she was like, no, you scan that, I was like, fuck yeah, I guess I should, just for, it's probably like $1.50 item, but I was like, I'm going to make it feel better.
Spite.
Yeah, fuck them. Assholes have no fucking lanes open.
Let's do this next time you go there and you're doing it yourself. Just stop. Be like, could someone get me a skew? And just like make it a big deal. Like, is it so much ass for a fucking skew? And just
Well, you want to know how much of a big idiot I am? Listen to this.
We know.
Food shopping not too long ago. We got bananas, strawberries, but the bananas, obviously it's per pound, so you don't know what you're paying pretty much until you get to the register.
Did you clean the bananas before you rung them up?
Yeah, Jeannie clean them. Hey, you forgot this one. What was I doing? So anyway, at the end of, we're getting ready to check out, and basically all the regular registers were packed, the open ones. So a self-checkout. So I made a comment like, we can't go to the self-checkout because we have bananas. Like you put them on the thing, it weighs them for you. I'm like, really? But how do you know the number? Like the SKU number, talking about the SKU. She's like, you fucking click bananas. Like it comes up on the screen. And I'm like, all these years, I thought that you couldn't self-checkout if you had like produce was per pound. Yeah.
You can scan it too, and then they'll tell you to put it on the damn weight deal.
I had no fucking idea.
Do you guys have the robots that deliver food to your table?
No.
To your table?
That's only a West Coast thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
here you
don't play
go.
those games here on the East.
Yeah, there's a place here that does it. It's scary. We went there once, and we didn't use the robot, but it kept going by, and I was sitting on the end, and I kept sticking my leg out like I was going to trip it. Stephanie kept getting pissed at me.
Was this at Chippendales when you guys went there for dinner?
It was Chocolate Thunder from Down Under.
Chocolate Thunder.
Yeah, it's an Asian restaurant.
Did we ever do a roll call tonight? Oh my God, we're like 3 hours in and no roll call yet.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll do a quick one.
Rock Daddy.
We got 50. Hey, Cameron Brown's still here. It's like 2 in the afternoon where he lives, and he hasn't slept yet. We got 5150 fair warning. Bent Tom.
You can say fuck on your Bent Tom.
Cameron Brown.
Yeah.
Fuck. Jeannie says, man, my wife's still watching. I wonder how much trouble I'm going to be in when we go downstairs. Oh, when I go downstairs. Hellstorm, Jason Lee, Jeremiah Wise, Johnny Heartbreaker, Majestic PB&J Cat, Max Air 420, Mikey Mojo. Wait, I got to do that with the voice. It's too funny to do it.
Mikey Mojo.
What do we leave off? R2, R3, Locking Nut, Rock Daddy, Stephen Franklin, Wayno. And we got 54,000 watching, right? Isn't that the number, Dusty?
37 million homes this television goes into. There's 3 people in each home. That comes to 2,800 million people throughout this country.
that are watching us right now. That's very kind.
I got a couple unsheathings from some people in the chat.
Me too.
Do you?
I just have one, not a couple.
You want to do it? You want to do it simultaneously? I see you already opened it and peeked at it, you cheater.
No, wrong. One of my employees opened it and gave it to me because they're making sure it wasn't a payment.
Sorry, one of your ex-employees. One of your ex-employees, because they got fired for opening my mail.
Balls in Berry Lane right here.
Oh, cool. All right. I got one too. This is nice.
Where's yours at? Did you open it?
It's not an envelope. It was in a box. It was in a box.
You got a box.
With a box.
You one-upped us. So Andy Carson, if you're out there, I know he's at the station holding down the fort. Hopefully he's doing pranks to some of the guys that are sleeping over there.
Oh, yeah. Guys, I'm sorry. I did get that, and I opened it.
God knows if Jay and I were firemen, what kind of shit we would get into when people were sleeping. Oh, man. You ever seen where the dad comes in with the leaf blower and the kids are asleep? He blows the covers off the kids, try to wake them up.
Did you ever see the one? Remember like Mad TV or something? It was one of those types of shows back in like the early 2000s. Did you ever see the one called Wakey Wakey Bang Bang?
Oh, no.
This guy's sleeping. His buddy brings a bazooka in the room and shoots a bazooka off.
Like a real like RPG?
Yes. I mean, obviously it's not a loaded whatever. I'll find the video and send it to you guys. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Can we watch it on
Bang
here?
Bang. I gotta find it. It's hard to find.
All right, that's what she said.
Mhm.
All right. There's a little note here from Mr. Carson. Kurt, thanks again for the stickers and pics. Here, have a few of mine. Fresh off the press. All the best, Andy Carson.
Let me see what he wrote to me. Brian,
Check it out.
yo kid, you suck. Love Andy. Thanks, Andy. You're the man. Much appreciated.
Yes. You only got 2. I think I got 4 picks.
Station 5. Suck it, Jay.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
Thank you, Andy.
Andy, I was totally unprepared tonight. I left it downstairs on the counter, but I did open it and I did read it, and it's very heartfelt. Thank you very much.
And Andy got his head rush from the Halloween show. So how's the head rush, Andy?
Did he ask Caleb for his preset yet?
Creamy Strat.
Creamy Strat. Ooh. Now what do you got?
This
Who's
is
that from?
Steve-O 5150. He was
Wow.
in here earlier. This looks like a festive bag. What's it say here, Jay?
Says Kurt is an idiot.
Happy Hanukkah, Kurt.
Sabalka.
Big buck, big money, big bucks, big money, big bucks, big money.
I thought it was a pair of underwear.
Look at this.
Oh, snap.
Medium.
Oh, nice for those gym days.
Look at that. Thank you, Steve-O. The 6-pack. For this to hide the 6-pack.
To hide the beer ball.
The gun.
The gun. Thank you,
Carol
Steve-O.
Hatcher
Awesome.
Carol
Appreciate it,
Hatcher
man.
is tuned in. We got a False Flag all the way from Australia has tuned in. Amanda Coombs is back.
This is the extended roll call, guys.
Extended.
Well, no, false flag.
Extended. Oh, that's good.
Big bucks, big money.
Man, dude, you know, I was never a huge. I've always loved wrestling promos, and you know, whether it be Hogan or Macho Man, you know, all those promos were Ric Flair, obviously.
Yeah.
But I never really appreciated the Dusty Rhodes ones up until a few years ago, and then I just started listening to him. Like, man, this guy just had it, you know, because he had to because of his physique, right? He had to have something about him.
Yeah, it was his mouth.
Yeah, it was his charisma and just the way he taught. It was just funny as shit, man.
I like how Kurt just puts the pictures of himself up there. This motherfucker.
Oh, Amanda did not leave. Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
There's plenty of pictures of Brian. Here he is again. That's me.
The Scorpion death drop. I love it.
Yep, the Hard Times promo. Yep, such a good one.
So I think most people here in the chat has definitely watched it. What do you guys think of the Pantera tribute? Since we had a couple shows, have you guys checked out the set list? What do you think? Have you listened to anything?
As a Pantera fan, didn't check out the set list, but I watched a couple clips, and you know, everyone's making a big to-do about Charlie. I'm not surprised.
He sounds good, man.
Like, yeah, I mean, Charlie, you know, I think out of all like the thrash metal bands, you know, the ones that I was always a fan of, you know, whether you got Metallica, obviously, you got Testament, Slayer. Well, Slayer, you know, they've had great drummers, so I'm not going to go there. But I've always been a fan of Charlie's, and obviously, you know, he writes the majority of Anthrax's riffs, so I've always had a different kind of respect for Charlie. And plus, you know, he used to wear the big gray and red socks, you know, when he played drums back in the day. I always loved that look.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not surprised at all. I mean, I expected him to nail, you know, a lot of that stuff, and he's tight as shit as well, which Vinnie Paul obviously was too. Phil, surprisingly, you know, I don't think I've listened to too much past the first show. So we'll see how his voice holds up. You know, I mean, number one, it's hard to sing that stuff or scream that stuff anyway. He's not in his 20s anymore. He's not in his 30s anymore. He's not in his 40s anymore, you know? And that stuff is very, very taxing on somebody. And plus, you know, his voice has deteriorated, as everybody knows, over the years. You know, I mean, once they got to like the Far Beyond Driven, and then Brian's favorite album, Trendkill, you know, he had a hard time singing anything off of Cowboys from Hell.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's actually willing to, you know, and doing a pretty good job, you know.
But also, too, let's look at the set list, if I may.
Let's do it.
They're from Cowboys, Cemetery Gates. There's no way you could hit those notes nowadays, so they don't do it.
Yeah.
But they're doing Cowboys from Hell, which, okay, but they're not doing really much else from that album. But then they open with New Level, which sounded amazing. So you have that. You get Mouth for War, Strength Beyond Strength. Then you get to Becoming. So those 4 songs are not really, and again, I'm not a singer by any means, but they're not super taxing from that, I don't know, that high falsetto that he used to have. Right?
He doesn't have that range anymore to do with that stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
And, you know, I'm Broken, Use My Third Arm, 5 Minutes Alone, This Love, Yesterday Don't Mean
Smoke.
Shit, Fucking Hostile. And then the one song that I found very interesting that they did, Planet Caravan. And he actually did a really good job singing that song.
Yeah.
And then Walk, Cowboys from Hell, and Domination / Hollow, Dom Hollow, if I may. And it sounded pretty damn good. So I have to give Phil credit. And I don't know. I was definitely impressed, and I think you guys have seen that I've, used my third leg. I've come around from initially seeing. I was like, no, but it's not Pantera. It's a Pantera tribute, and there's some cool videos that they have of Dime and Vinny. So,
they play during the show.
Yeah,
I haven't checked it out. I need to check it out.
Definitely.
Well, did you see that one headline, Brian, about one of the interviewers asked, who was it? Was it Charlie? Maybe it was Charlie, about you know, the possibility of like them working on music together, original music. And the way I would have handled that question is, well, obviously the chemistry's there. You know, if this ends up, you know, whatever, you know, maybe we do something, but it wouldn't be under the Pantera name. That's how I would, you know, because doing this type of tour is cool.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, again, it's got to be called what it is. It's not Pantera, right? You got 2 guys from Pantera, but you know, the keys to that band. Obviously, everybody's a key to a band, but you know, the 2 guys that you have to have, they're not there anymore.
Correct.
But if they are, you know, I'd love to hear those guys come up with music, because like we've talked about, Charlie is a great riff writer. You know, you know, I'd love for them to come up with, you know, some original music, but definitely have a different band name. Don't call it Pantera. And yes,
Agreed.
Charlie, where is this one? Majestic PB&J Cat says Charlie even has Vinny's drum tones. Dude, I think he's using Vinny's kit. One of Vinny's kits.
Wow.
Yep.
And I think there's been too many bands out there that have gone on tour without having a new album, and they're successful. So everyone's following suit, you know,
I don't
especially
think
as these guys are getting older.
I don't think they can put music out. And if they do, they definitely have to change the name. But I don't want them to tour, do Pantera stuff, and they're like, oh, and here's our new song. Like, no.
Yeah.
Well,
You
the
know
money's
what
in the tour right now as well. It's tough to make it on an album, as you guys know. You know?
Yeah, no shit.
The one thing I found amusing too, I don't know if you guys saw it, are people critiquing, let's say Zach especially. They're like, he's not hitting dime solos exactly. He's not going to, and he doesn't do that with Randy Rhoads stuff. He's gonna put his own flavor and spin on it, because that's who he is. Zach is not Dimebag Darrell, and Zach is Zach, and he's gonna play dime stuff, but he's not going to be dime. And
We'll flip that role. Can you imagine if he tried to play it note for note? You know, he would be just criticized. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah,
That's
and I think
point.
he did a great job.
It's a great point. And listen, a lot of these like guitar heroes, right? They don't get to where they were by not having their own sound. Like a lot of these guys, they can play other people's stuff, but they always sound like them. And I think that's a good thing. Like when you have your sound and your identity as a guitar player, yeah, you could play somebody else's stuff, but it still sounds like you. And I think that's what he's doing. He's playing Pantera songs, but he sounds like him playing. It sounds like Zakk Wylde playing Pantera, and that's fine to me.
Mm-hmm.
Is he using Dime's guitars too?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He is?
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not?
Maybe he does during the set, but the clips that I saw, he's using his one of his guitars. I don't think it had a Floyd on it either.
No.
That's fine, you know. Dude, like, what if every time Eddie Van Halen played somebody else's music live or something, or even covers, like, it sounded like Eddie Van Halen playing those songs, you know? And I think that's hard to do.
Right.
Easy for them, but, you know.
Sure.
But that's the difference, though. Like, when I'm learning somebody else's music, I'm trying to play it like them. I'm trying to get it like, oh, how is he? Is there a slight pinch harmonic on that one note? Is he laying off of it? Is it a hammer on or a pull off? I'm trying to learn the intricacies of a certain guitar player when I'm learning their solos or their riffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if one of these guys was learning somebody else's riffs or solos, they would be like, okay, cool, that's what he's doing. Well, here's my interpretation of that.
Sure.
I don't have my own identity as like a lead player, I guess, you know?
Yeah. Rock Daddy makes a good point. Be you.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. So Brian, are you going to try to catch it?
I'd love to. I think they're playing in New Jersey at some point. So if they are, I'll make a trip, a couple hours to go.
Yeah.
Maybe that Metallica show where Pantera opens with Mammoth, night one.
Night one would be sweet.
Definitely not that garbage on night two.
So Steve 5150 says, I seen yesterday Zakk had a Floyd on his guitar. I wonder if he's you know, kind of, imagine he puts out a signature guitar with a Floyd just because of this. Talk about
Big bucks, big money.
you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to bore Brian, but Jay, what's your thoughts on the new EVH guitars coming out with no Floyds?
With no Floyds? I mean, listen, yeah, bye Brian.
He can go get a drink.
I got one for him.
What do you got?
I'm cool with guitar companies, you know, coming up with different options for different types of players. I think it makes sense, right? I mean, I'm not interested in any kind of, you know, EVH guitar or Ibanez guitar or any of these shredder type of guitars that doesn't have a floating bridge on it, or not even a floating, like, you know, just some kind of tremolo,
double locking.
Yeah, not interested in it. You know, if I was interested in a Les Paul or something, that'd be a different story. You know, but I like that style of guitar. So, you know, if you only have a certain style aimed at a certain player, then every other player is not going to be interested. So I think the hardtail thing, now listen, that doesn't mean I want to see a striped 5150 guitar with a hardtail on it. You know? I mean, maybe they'll make it, but I don't want to see that, you know?
Yeah, right.
And what about the 24 fret thing? You had said yesterday that you're not a 24 fret guy, so you no interest in that, right?
Yeah. But I think you're right. They're trying to widen their demographic.
It makes sense.
You know, Wolf's running the company, and he's got to satisfy his fans. And I think they're wanting to get other people to look at their equipment other than the small, narrow Van Halen fans.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool.
Smart.
It was cool since, you know, what year did Eddie sign with Ernie Ball? You know,
91. Yeah,
so since 91, you've basically had to pick from a very small, you know, selection of Eddie Van. Well, Eddie didn't use that, so he's not putting it out, which I respected, you know. But I think now it's like, now that Wolfgang is, you know, like that's not his style of guitars, is what his dad, you know, used for the most part, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously he uses the stuff, but not, you know, he prefers what he's using now, like the custom guitars he has now. So I think it makes sense that he does expand and, you know, cover I mean, I'd like to see the EVH brand have like everything. Fuck it, you know?
Yeah.
So let me ask you two. Would you want Van Halen to do or a tribute? And if so, who would you want to? Because I saw something recently with was it Satriani?
Satriani, yep.
Who would you want to play guitar? Like, how would you want the shows to be set up?
Okay, want me to go? Kurt, you go first. I went first on the last couple.
Okay, so I would hope that it'd be a tribute. I think we all know, I mean, at least I know that the actual Van Halen band is done. It's been said. If they were to do a tribute, handful of shows, maybe one show, two shows, I think they should bring in a melee of guitar players, kind of like David Grohl did.
Like a big celebration.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let
you wouldn't
let
want to
Nuno do 2 songs. You know, let 5 or 6 guys come up and play a couple songs and have a good show with 15 songs and call it a night.
So you wouldn't want to see a tour. You want to see just 1 or 2 shows and that's it.
Well, I think a tour would be cool, but I think putting something like that together where they're going to do a tour where you're going to capture all those players, they're all doing their own thing.
Yeah,
it'd be impossible. So I think if it's a tribute, you do a couple shows and then put it to bed. Because I don't think Alex is going to want to go out with anyone else on a permanent, situation. That's my thought.
My thing is, or my opinion would be, you could do it multiple ways. I mean, I think I'd rather prefer kind of like you said, maybe a handful of like, obviously you hit the big cities, right? The big markets, big bucks, the big areas where it's going to be packed, and you get as many big cats to be at each one of those shows.
That'd be cool. Yeah,
that'd be a great way to do it. Or if you have enough of the original, if you get Mike in there, obviously Wolfgang, I want him in there. Dave, Sammy, which I don't think you'll ever get the 2 of them in the same building again together.
Nope.
And Alex, I think that they could do something tour-wise and then as well do those big dates around the country or the world where there is a celebration, but I don't want to see anything,
like a residency or a tour.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it would have to be anything full.
Zeke wants to put in his 2 cents here.
Okay.
I would not want a full tour, just 2 shows, one at the Hollywood Bowl and an intimate show at the Whiskey. All Roth, Sammy, Wolfgang, or Al, Mikey, and all star cast of guitarists.
Yeah. Like have just a fun time.
Yeah.
Not like completely scripted and all this stuff. Like, let's just fucking celebrate, the greatest guitar player who's ever walked the earth. Have a good time playing the music.
I saw a recent interview with Alex for the first time, and he was saying that they were thinking of a Van Halen 3 tribute and bring out Gary Cherone back. I was like, pretty interesting. I think it'd be pretty good.
Man.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
I know a lot of people have heard this story before, but Van Halen 3 was the first, and I guess it would have been the only CD I've ever returned in my life. Like, I was devastated,
And Jay's that good where you can return a CD, because most of the time, if it's electronic, they won't even let you
they ended that.
No refund.
I guess it would have been Strawberries by the Newburgh Mall, Brian. Mm-hmm. At the time, they had a return policy. If it was in like the first, I forget what it was. I don't know if it was 24 hours or whatever the return policy was, but you could actually return a CD. And I brought that motherfucker right back the next day. And I was like, I was, I just knew it. I've said this before, and Brian, I'm sorry we're turning this into a Van Halen show.
Right.
Brian's a good trooper.
I was a huge Extreme fan. Obviously, I was, Van Halen for the majority of my life has been my favorite band. I just knew that it wasn't going to be right. It wasn't going to work with Gary Cherone, and when you're younger, how old was I? I was at 96. So I was, how old was I? 96. That happened when,
you're just out of high school.
Yeah. Just out of high school. And I was bummed, man, because you're thinking like it worked with Dave. You don't understand all this shit, you know. Man,
That's great.
but I just, man, you know, you catch lightning in a bottle twice with Dave and then Sammy, and I just knew it.
And Gary's great.
Yes,
I was excited too. I didn't have the thought in the back of my mind that it wasn't going to work, but I sent Jay. What song was that they were doing the other day? I sent you that video.
Yeah.
Why can't this be love?
Yes.
Or when it's love? One of
When
those.
It's love, or why one of those can't be's, or is. Yeah.
And dude, it sounded like someone stepped on his balls. It's flat. It was live, obviously live.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and I saw that tour, and he did great live. Great live.
Yeah. No, well, I would rather see that tour than like listen to the album, because they played a lot of the bangers that, you know, for all the praise that I give Sammy, the Sammy era, you know, after a couple of years, like that set list really only had like 3 Roth era songs, you know, and it's like it was the same fucking 3 songs every night that you heard on every single tour. And I know Sammy takes blame for that too. You know, he doesn't shy away from any kind of like, oh, you know, I wanted to play those some bullshit. You know, he wanted to play his stuff.
Yeah, Ain't Talking About Love's been on every live show.
Yeah. And it's obviously a great live song. You know, some songs work. But the cool thing about Sammy Hagar, Brian's gonna kill us, is dude, if he interviewed Gary Sharon and Nuno not too long ago. You sent me the clip, Kurt.
Yeah.
Talk about Extreme's new music. Like Sammy, Extreme, you know, Gary took over for Sammy when Sammy left the band. Even if you're cool with the guy, there's got to be some resentment there. Like, even though they had no dealings with each other about why, you know, you did this, but he still took over for him.
It's like when you break up with a girlfriend, you don't want her to go out with some, you know, hot to trot dude and be happy. You want her to fail, right?
Yeah. Well,
it's
I
just
guess there's that.
Natural.
Johnny Heartbreaker, I agree with you. I do agree with you. I believe if they had the right producer at that time, like, dude, if Nuno Bettencourt produced Van Halen 3, I bet it would be a fucking good album.
And Nuno said he went into the studio while they were recording that album.
Wow.
Him and Gary were still tight.
And is that all he said? I went into the studio. Let's just stop the story.
Do you like Extreme, Brian?
No, not really.
No.
I can't see Brian listening to Extreme.
It's not my cup of tea. I don't think the music's bad by any means. It's just not my cup of tea. That's all.
Yep. Hey, supposedly there is a the album after there's Van Halen 4. But you know, maybe it'll come out one day.
Doubt it.
Oh God.
Is that the album with tattoo on it?
Oh God. Jeez.
I'm one of the biggest Van Halen fans, and I don't think anything's coming out of the vault. I mean, I would love to see it, but I don't think there'll be anything.
Really?
Mark this date. What is it? December 7th, 2022.
Hold on a second, but you sent me that interview with Sammy when he talks about a song that they recorded. It's done.
He said they're going through the masters to remix some of the stuff where remastering it Hagar
era right now, because he said
if they find it in there, they could release it. He didn't say they're going to release it.
No, he didn't say they're going to, but he said they're in the vault.
Right.
So obviously something's happening.
I think they're remastering some stuff. I don't
think
the
remastering will come first. I agree.
I don't think we're going to hear any unreleased stuff unless it's a leak, like Brian's pants.
Sounds good.
Steve, look at this. Where's the zinger here? He doesn't listen to Extreme, but yet he loves Depeche Mode.
It's true. I have to say this. Depeche Mode.
I didn't hear this.
Oh yeah, there's 3 songs on Gary's. What was that band called, Jay? Jonah?
Yeah, what is it called?
Tribe of Judah?
Something like that, right? That's good shit.
Yeah, there's 3 songs on there that were left over from that 4th album. Not necessarily the music, but the lyrics.
Well, lyrics. I mean, at that point, who gives a shit? People want to hear the music.
And what were you going to say, Brian?
Oh, in regards to Depeche Mode was one of the originators of industrial music. So can't hate on Depeche Mode. They're innovators.
Original inventors of fellatio. Well, Glenn Danzig's a fan. He's a fan of Depeche Mode.
Good.
Skip.
Jason Lee likes him too.
Love it.
And the 51 Fair Warning, the single that was leaked, that was actually for Gary pre Van Halen 3. A lot of people think it's after Van Halen 3, but it was before. Apparently, there's stuff out there, Ross singing that song, and of course, Jay's buddy Mitch Malloy also sang on that song.
Oh God!
So that was pre Van Halen 3.
Mitch Malloy.
That's Why I Love You, I think is what it's called.
Jesus.
Yep, 50,000 watching.
It's great. Actually, tomorrow, December 8th, is the anniversary of Dimebag's death, and also John Lennon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Way to bring it down.
Way to go.
Are you guys going to watch the new Christmas Story?
Yeah, I've been. It's not a remake. It's actually a real
part 2,
sequel, right?
Yeah, sequel,
but
a continuation.
Well, because the original takes place in the 40s. This one takes place 30 years later. So that's what I was like, it's modern day. How is he still? Yeah. But no, it's just 30 years later. So it's in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you seen any previews or anything of it? Is it out?
It's out, yeah.
Yeah, it's out.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to watch it, Brian?
I'll check it out. There's a new movie too with Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell. Spirited, I believe.
Yeah.
I want to check that as well.
What's your guys' favorite Christmas movie?
Christmas Vacation. Lewis.
Oh, it's a toss-up. I have 3.
Let me guess yours.
Okay.
All right. 4 Christmases.
That's up there, but it's not the top 3. I like that one.
It's top 4.
All right.
Are you making fun of me?
No, I love that movie.
Yeah.
Skip. You know what, Skip?
Haircuts don't lie.
Skip.
Steven loves that movie too.
Skip.
It's great.
Yeah.
Let's see. Your favorite, obviously, Christmas Vacation.
Yep.
Number 2 is Elf.
Nope.
All right. Polar Express.
Hold My Bone.
I'd rather stick my dick to a cold flagpole than watch that movie.
No, go ahead. What are your 3?
Christmas Vacation's number 1, and then Home Alone, the original.
Yeah,
But
I hope you didn't say the Home Alone 2. I'll fly out to Yakima and slap the shit out of you.
The when Christmas Story's on TNT and TBS or whatever, like the marathon,
24 hours.
I'll leave it on the TV and let it play for 2 days at the house. And that's one of those movies where you could sit down at whatever part it is in the movie and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know? What about you, Jay?
About Christmas Vacation.
Die Hard. Get Die Hard is not. we can get this fucking argument going if you want. Die Hard is not a fucking Christmas movie. I mean, it's not.
Jeannie says it is.
I don't give a fuck what Jeannie says. That's her name.
Die Hard's on here 3 times. Look at this.
Great.
It's not. It's a movie that happens to happen on Christmas. Christmas
Come
Eve.
down to California. Have a good time.
Don't get me wrong. It's fucking, one of the greatest action movies of all time. But
Jay, what's your top 10 Christmas movies?
I'll tell you. Oh my God. What's the It's a Wonderful Life is my negative top 10.
I've never seen that from start to finish.
Hate that fucking movie.
Is Gremlins a Christmas movie?
No.
That's like a Die Hard. Well, no, it's more Christmassy than Die Hard is.
It is, but it's not a Christmas movie.
That movie's the shit. That music, that din 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 din.
Oh my
din,
God.
din. I love that song. I can
But,
keep
And
going.
we were like
Dun, dun, dun,
6,
dun, dun.
7 when that came out. Like that was supposed to be some scary shit.
Mhm.
But
His
all right.
Batman Returns a Christmas movie. See? You see what I'm saying? Just because a movie takes place at Christmas time doesn't make it a Christmas movie. I think it's
man.
cut and dried. It really is. It's cut and dried.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what Ernest Saves Christmas.
Ernest Saves Christmas is a Christmas movie.
Okay.
You got Christmas in the title. It's a Christmas.
All right, let's hear it, Jay. You got what are your 3?
Number one is what's 3? See, 3 is weird for me. It's like maybe it's Home Alone, maybe it's Elf, right? Top 2 are cemented in there. It's Christmas Vacation is top 2, and Christmas Story is 1. Just because, I mean, obviously, Christmas Vacation is just a funny fucking movie. It's just great all the way around.
Yeah.
But Christmas Story brings me right back to being a kid. You know, even though I wasn't raised in the 40s, but I mean, you know, that album.
His
hit
dad reminds
HBO.
me of my dad.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, the cussing.
it makes me feel like Christmas. Like when they come down the
Oh.
stairs Christmas morning and they look over
Snowing.
no, and then like it still makes me get that feeling when I was a kid of like getting up Christmas. Fucking Santa was in our fucking house, man. You know, like losing your mind over that shit. I guess it would have been more like
Santa was here, you know. He stood right here and put my bike together.
What about you, BonerJams? What's yours?
Top 3. Ooh. Krampus is
fucking Krampus is amazing.
that movie's great.
Yep.
I've never seen it.
It's the best like horror Christmas movie I think ever made.
Yeah, it's a black comedy. There's some funny parts of that movie too.
It's
Did you ever
what?
see that, Kurt?
Black comedy?
Hmm?
No.
Let's see, Krampus. I would definitely Christmas Vacation. That's one of the movies that I know every line to that movie.
Yeah.
So I was watching it last night, and I'm sitting next to Lainey.
Who'd you piss off?
I just keep going, and Lainey's like, "You've seen this before?"
Yeah, a few times.
And then I don't know. I do like the Polar Express. I'm not gonna lie, I do.
Polar Express is one of those movies where it's awesome. Like the first time, I believe Jeannie and I watched that in the movie theater. I hope it was Jeannie. No, I'm joking. And it's great, right? It's a great movie. But I think when you rewatch it, it's like just takes fucking forever for the train to get there. You know, it's like my God, it feels like the movie's 4 hours. It feels like it's Braveheart. So fucking long. Wait, this didn't come on 2 VHSs? You know? Shit.
No. And then I'd probably say another really good movie is I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas on My Face. That's also what a really
Yes,
good one.
that's a good one. Family fun with that one.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I'm early. Ready? Hey, Kurt.
Christmas is the time of year
We're gonna get really flag.
for being with the ones you love.
I don't have it. I don't have the thing. Where's my glass? Keep going.
What a wonderful feeling
When she sits on your lap.
Oh man. We'll have to do some Christmas jams here in the next couple weeks on one of the shows.
Yep.
As we get closer.
Sounds good.
What about Office Christmas Party? Is that the one you like, Brian?
That's a great movie.
Yeah, we watched that the other night. My wife and son are into the Hallmark shits.
Oh God. That's fucking Jeannie's dad. Watches that shit all year round.
Same story, just a different town and different characters.
Yeah, but they're the worst fucking movies. But you can't not watch them. Like they're on TV, and you're like, oh wait a minute, I know what happens next.
Yeah.
She's gonna
She
have to
falls in
tell
love.
him that she fucked him. That's
Right.
And then
They're always married to other people. No wonder people are cheating these days.
dude, there was
Christmas
one.
spirit.
I don't even think it was a Christmas one. I just think it was like a regular Hallmark movie one time where this guy, I'm trying to think of the story. This guy on like his bachelor party or something banged a chick and didn't realize, obviously he got her pregnant, right? So he gets married, moves on. They have a daughter or a son or a daughter, whatever it is, right? And then 15 years later or so, you know, he moves to another town or some shit, whatever. Next thing you know, his son is in high school or junior high, starts dating this girl. Well, the mother of the girl is the chick that he fucked on his wedding night or his bachelor party. It's both of his kids now are dating.
Oh my
God.
God.
Now they have to figure out like the chick he banged came to him and said, listen, that night we did a little boom boom. I got pregnant, didn't want to ruin your life because you just got married. So I hit it, but now our kids are dating. So now we have to do something about it. I mean, that's one of those like, holy, you can't turn that off. You gotta
was
see
that,
how that one ends, man.
Was that down south with Cletus and Janice?
Yeah, it was in our town, you know.
Is that with
River.
Maury Povich?
Called Little River, South Carolina.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I mean, that's a story that, yeah, holy shit.
I can't sit down long enough to get into them. I just can't do it. Maybe I'm a bad sport.
Well, isn't Steve Guttenberg in like 30% of those Christmas movies on the Hallmark Channel, right? he left Police Academy, become a big star. Fucking Hallmark movie.
Tim, Candace Cameron, right?
Robbie Coltrane.
Yeah.
Lori Loughlin before she went to jail.
Dude, what did she really do anything wrong? You know, I mean, legally, yes, right? But I was talking about this recently with somebody, and I'm like, if I was a millionaire, you know, and obviously you want your kids to have the best, even if you have to, you know, finagle some shit. Like, hey, what's wrong with paying your, you know, hey, I'll give you guys a few $1 million, but my fucking kid's gonna go there, you know? Shit. I mean, I know there's probably more to it, but American cream pie Christmas?
Yeah, he sticks his dick in a thing of figgy pudding.
Santa, what are you doing?
Do we want to throw up some rope? Do we want to open the line to have some people give us a shout today, or what's your thoughts?
I don't know. I think we need Caleb to do that. Does anybody want to call in?
American Pie. Do you remember when that chick took her top off in that movie?
Oh,
no,
oh my God.
I missed that part.
Great set of Hooters, right? Yep.
Man.
What was her name?
She sure fell off the earth, didn't she?
Yeah. What was her name again?
I don't remember.
Jake and
Shannon Elizabeth. Thanks, Hellstorm.
Shannon Elizabeth.
That's who it was?
Yeah.
She's not ugly.
Well, I'm sure now she probably is.
Well, let's find out. Why don't you Google
Shannon
it?
with 2 H's.
Shannon.
Shannon. Was that you spelling it, Kurt?
Safe search is off. Well, I don't want to. She's not terrible. Like, I'm not looking at any recent pictures going, oh my God, that's what happened to her.
She's 64.
Well, yeah, because she wasn't young when that movie came out.
I'm joking. She's not that old. But
How
That
old
just ruined a few of my sessions.
How old is she?
I don't know, like your age.
64.
She was born in 73. No, dude. She was born in 73. So she's what is that, 51? Or
No,
50?
49.
Okay, so she's gonna be all right. 49. That's what I'm saying. So she wasn't like, you know.
Do we have a recent picture of her
Yeah, hold on.
doing a Dove commercial or something? Oil of Olay.
Baby oil of Olay. Let's see. How one's this?
Look at this.
Oh, this is from the Fappening. Okay.
Oh, the people in the chat are great, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to show. Is there any tits on here? I got to be careful. Like this is on the fappening.com.
This is the first time Jay's ever careful.
Yes, wait, it's on the internet, man. You know, getting our show banned, our channel banned for showing Shannon Elizabeth's 64-year-old tits.
For life.
All right, let's see. Share screen.
What the fuck?
All right, let's see.
For life.
Oh, at first I thought that was bacon on the side through the small screen.
So I don't know when these pictures. When did the Jay and Silent Bob reboot come out?
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Oh, really?
That was like 2007.
Well,
Wow, she looks different.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing what Botox will do.
Oh yeah, and Blowtox. Yeah, so she's only four. So if she's 49 now, I mean, she looks like she's easily in like her late 50s there. So, right? 50s?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Man, it's a bitch getting old.
well, I
You know,
think
'cause
for
you
men
still-
it's easier. For men, it's definitely easier to get old than it is for women. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure if there's the one woman watching might get pissed at somebody saying that, but it's true. You know, I
Have you
think
guys seen Nikki Cox, what she looks like nowadays? You remember her?
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Vegas. Right?
She
Wasn't
was,
she on that TV show Vegas?
I don't remember. She was really attractive.
Mm-hmm.
And now,
Andy Carson, be safe, man.
not so much.
See ya, brother. Thanks,
Bye,
Andy,
Andy.
again.
Thanks for the picks.
Yes, thank you. And I feel like an asshole for not getting them together to bring up on the show.
Nude pics.
Yeah.
Man,
Yes, what do
we
you guys
had to
think,
get
right?
family pictures taken last weekend.
Yeah, we saw.
Christmas cards. I'm telling you, man, I hate photos.
What's the reason?
Like
Because you have to
just
take them
seeing
all?
just seeing her like sit there with the and we're doing these photos, and the girl taking the photo, she's like, you gotta smile, and like every one of my family's like, he doesn't smile. I don't know, I just don't like it. It's not my cup of tea.
Kurt, your boy Optimus Thrice is in attendance. If you want to highlight that.
Here's Kurt at a photo shoot. Here's Kurt at a fucking photo shoot. You ready? You ready?
Take the fucking picture. I am smiling. Bitch, take the fucking picture. Just take it.
Yeah, I just don't like it. And my wife's family, they like are picture hounds.
Picture hounds.
You know, it's like-
Owen Mills pictures are all around the fucking house with the 80s Hades hair, you know?
yeah, the lasers behind you.
Yes, the lasers.
That's the best.
Oh,
Were you guys
man.
doing pictures, family pictures, and your family's still doing selfies? So you're just like multiple shots.
That's the way to do it. I would be up with that. But we're doing Christmas cards, and we haven't done them in like 6 years because of me. Is that terrible?
No, it's not terrible.
I don't know why
think-
Kurt's not here. I told him 5 o'clock. He just didn't show up.
Oh, 5 p.m. I thought you meant 5 a.m. like in Dumb and Dumber. 10 a.m. at a bar.
We landed on the moon.
I just think in this day and age, like social media, like it used to be cool back in the day, right? You see your relatives maybe once a year, right?
If you're lucky.
You know, kids are growing and stuff like that. It's cool to get a card in the mail with like, oh, look at so and so. They're oh my god, they're getting so big. You hear your mom all the time. Oh, come up and look at the so and so sent a card. Oh my god, they're getting so big. Oh look, he's putting on a few. You know, you get those fucking types of things.
Right.
Now it's everybody sees each other on social media all the time. So do you really need a fucking picture?
No, I
No.
missed those letters that you would get. So you get the picture of the kids, and then you get like an annual recap of what
They type it out.
Second grade now. Yep.
like,
He's
I
finally
would-
shitting in the toilet.
I would love to do it and just make it so stupid. It's right, the dumbest shit. Back in April, Brody took a shit and he didn't leave the bathroom for 3 hours.
I wonder what he was doing in there.
Brian, this year on your guys' family Christmas card, you should put the picture of Brody with the dick written on the back of his.
In September.
Is that picture here?
In September, Dad drew a penis on Brody's back
with balls.
His friends thought it was very amusing.
Do we have that?
In October, Brody found out what masturbation was.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine him getting like 2 weeks later, getting a bunch of ingrown hairs all in that spot on his back in the shape of a dick?
or just pimples in the
right Yeah, I don't know if everyone knows, but that's Brian's son, Brody. And he's got a sweet stamp tramp. That's real.
It's true.
Well, I gotta say, when Brian sent this pic, that's not exactly how it looked. I did some post production on it, and I really brought out the redness in it. So it was irritated. Brian got it in there pretty good, but it wasn't that red. Like when I sent it to him, like,
look at all the splooge.
During my Father of the Year nomination, that was actually a picture that was used for me. They're like, "Oh, Brody's like, Dad, you can draw whatever in my back and it'll pop up." I'm like, "Really? Let me try."
Well, and what's great, dude, when I was 14, like if my dad scraped that or my older brother like scratched that on my back and it was on the internet, I don't know if I'd be as cool as Brody, you know?
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna post that on the community page tomorrow.
Man.
Oh man, that was funny. We'll go to all extents on here to just get any content we can get.
It's true. Right?
You know what we should do, Jeannie, if you're still watching, which I don't see you in the chat anymore, so I don't think you are. You know, in this day and age, I don't have Photoshop, but maybe I'm sure somebody we know does. Send out a picture, like a Christmas card, and Photoshop like your face or other people's kids. You know, like with a new family or something like that. You know, like when you buy a picture frame, it comes with just some random family. Yeah,
yeah.
Like just put your face on the father in those pictures.
That'd be great.
Send them out,
a family in New Guinea.
Yeah, and be like, I sent in the desert. Like, I sent out the wrong. That's my like secret family that nobody knows about. I sent them to the wrong families. You know.
Oh, or Jay on vacation, like in Hawaii with some hot chick and 2 kids.
You know, yeah.
Got your arms around them. Oh man,
be awesome.
That's a good idea. A friend of mine, he had 2 mastiffs. You know those dogs that are like 200 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And when he first got married, before they had kids, their Christmas card was him and his wife pulling a sled. You know, one of those old time sleds with the rope, and their 2 dogs were on the sled, and they were like on their hands and knees pulling the dogs in the snow. It's pretty funny.
I guess you had to see it.
Yeah, apparently.
I guess so. Man, now when you guys when you guys collected these cards, right? Even if it's just a regular card that you would get, my mom used to hang them. Oh, she used to have me do it after a while. But grab the Scotch tape and put the Johnson's Christmas card on the back of the front door. We'd have
Johnson's.
We'd have the whole back of the front door just fucking plastered. Where are you? This lot is getting too much shit in here to find stuff. Plastered to the back of the front door, all the Christmas cards in here.
Even the ones with no photos you would put up?
Yeah, my mom will put up all of them. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get that one random card where it just says, you know, the Johnsons on it, and it has like a stupid Christmas saying. What a waste.
Mm-hmm.
Wishing you the cheeriest of New Year. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, well, my mom still gets pissed at me. Like, you're not sending out Christmas cards this year? I'm like, no. You see, like that feeling people get when they're like, oh, other people are going to, I don't give a shit about that. You know, it's fucking Christmas.
And it becomes a thing where if someone sends you a card, you got to send them one.
You feel obligated, right?
Yeah.
I don't like the feeling of being obligated.
Right.
I don't like it because then you're doing something just to appease them and just to do it, right? You're not doing because
Right.
it means anything to you.
Yep. Agreed.
I wonder if my mom's watching. I'm gonna get a fucking phone call. Jason, that's not nice. You know, I've heard that a million times. Who's farting? Who's sneaking them off in there? I hear
We got a guitar question. And you guys going to get the new Wampler pedal? I know Brian is.
You guys 2 on order already. One for each foot. One for each foot.
Is it in my quad cortex?
KXM rocks. I'm not a big pedal guy. I just like straight into the amp.
Yeah, that's what you tell your wife. I just like it straight in. Just
Yep.
you know, I don't need any shit. Yeah, I'm. You know,
Can I put it in the effects loop in the back here?
Is it that night? Is it that kind of night? Have you had enough to drink? Want any more wine? Want to fill your glass up again? Yeah, I'm kind of with Kurt. You know, I've been using obviously the Yamaha like THR 10X for a couple years now, which I think is a great practice amp that sounds amazing. And then obviously the plugins like the Neural DSP amp sims that just sound phenomenal. You know, I'll have it rigged through my computer monitors, and they have everything in there. You know, I kind of don't need all extra pedals. You know, the one thing I do want to do is hook up that pedal board that I bought a year ago.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, to run like MIDI, so I can control all these pedals that are in the plugin and stuff like that. So yeah, maybe if I was playing live, right? Maybe.
Yeah. Do you have the patches from Craig for your THR 10X?
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
They're real good.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what about you, Brian? Are you a pedal guy?
No. I used to have a few, but now that I have the quad cortex, I can just do whatever I want. But I do have a wah that I use. So
for Metallica stuff?
Crybaby. Yeah.
Hey, False Flag, if you're still watching, False Flag wants to call in. Let's
give him the damn number.
Yeah. Let me fire up the old Google Voice here. All
Fire
right.
up the old instrument.
We're good. If anybody wants to call in,
For God's sakes, just give me the damn number. For God's sakes, just give me the damn number.
there it is. 802-715-5150.
For life.
$99.
Big bucks, big money.
Yeah, I put together a pedal board all nice, and like I just never use it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of times you have a typical, you know. Oh, there we go.
Connecting.
What's your name, scumbag?
Hey there. Who's this?
Hello.
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 Bazik. I think I beat False Flag.
Hello.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Lewis.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I can hear.
I thought I
Wait.
dropped off. You guys going hello?
Bozique, we can also hear us.
Lewis.
Like talking
Lewis.
in the phone.
Like talking in the phone.
Okay, that's interesting.
Do you have YouTube open on your phone?
YouTube open on your
No, I actually muted it.
Well,
So I don't know what the hell is going on.
you might have to close it. You might have to
You might have to
close
close
YouTube on your phone.
You have to close YouTube on your phone.
Now batting.
I'm
Not bad.
Oh my
Can
God!
you still
it's-
hear yourself?
Oh my
Yes.
God. Yes.
All right, I'll try calling back. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Now.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello, my friends. How are you?
There you are.
There he
False
is.
Flag. What was going on?
No, nothing. I've got a few minutes, so I thought I'd give you a call and say hi and give you a trivia question.
Oh,
Oh,
another trivia.
here we
Yeah,
go.
we don't need
Here's
us
the
for
music.
trivia anymore.
Oh, yeah, you need me for trivia.
All right, we got trivia with False Flag here, all the way from Australia, Mike.
Yes.
What's happening? What do you got for us tonight? Now, is this trivia question for the panel here on the Under the Bus Network, or is it for the audience?
It's for you guys and the audience.
All right.
All right, I like that.
But hey, I'll tell you what. If we know the answer, let's just hold it. Let's just hold it, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. What do you got?
I'm holding it right now.
All right. Well, Metallica released "Hit the Lights," their first demo. Who played the second lead on "Hit the Lights"?
Wait, on the album version?
No. The demo.
Who played the demo?
It was on No Life Till It was on some demo. I think I can't remember which. It was the first thing they ever recorded.
Oh, the Metal Massacre. The Metal Massacre.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right.
Ray Hawkins.
It's the one that John Zazula released. Yeah.
All right. Who played the second solo? Who played the first solo?
Who played the first? Oh, it would have been Dave Mustaine.
Okay, yes. So Dave Mustaine, because I know some answers would have been Dave Mustaine, but it's not. Dave Mustaine was still in Metallica at the time. So he performed the first solo in Hit the Lights. But who, according to False Flag, who played the second solo?
False Flag. Is it Kanye?
Justin Bieber, we got that.
Justin Bieber?
No.
Wait, is this
Gary Holte?
Gary Holte.
Is it Gary Holt?
No, I'd be impressed if you guys got it.
Lloyd Grant?
Lloyd Christmas?
Yes.
Christmas.
Yes, it was. It was Lloyd Grant, yes.
Carlos Santana?
Lloyd Grant.
Wait, it really was Lloyd Grant?
It really was Lloyd Grant.
Well,
Yeah.
Jason Lee got that. Jason Lee was the first one.
No.
Bent Tom got it.
Tom was.
No.
Actually, no. Well, you're right, Jason Lee.
So what does Jason Lee win? What guitar are you sending to Jason Lee?
Oh, that's nice of you, False Flag.
How about ESP M2?
Ooh. Hey, I answered it first.
No,
Awesome.
but that hasn't got your frets, Jay.
Yeah.
You told me you don't like them. Yeah. And Brian, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Have you ever tried super slinky strings on any of your guitars? And that.
Have I ever tried what strings?
Super slinky.
Super slinky, 0.7s, like really, really, really thin ones.
I don't play those games. No, I have to go a little thicker.
I know you like. I know you like your drop F tunings or whatever. Yeah.
He prefers thong gauge.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what about you, Jay? Have you ever tried them?
Yeah, I prefer the they're probably the same strings, but I don't know if it's just a weird thing I have, but I still prefer the Dario.
9 to 42s.
9 to 42, or if it's a 7-string, 9 to 56.
Yeah, the reason why I call it is I think 7s are like I tried one the other day.
Oh, you're serious with the 7s? You're
and-
serious with playing a guitar with 7s?
No,
Gibbons did.
I tried one, and I just could not stay in pitch with any of my bends or anything. It just was really uncomfortable.
Well, especially if you got them big ass frets, right?
Yeah,
Man.
yeah,
Or those Dennis Rodman fingers.
yeah, and
Dennis Rodman fingers.
and Dennis Rodman. And Brian, I got to agree with you. Depeche Mode actually did influence a lot of music in the last 20, 30 years.
Hell yeah. Let's devote the next half hour to Depeche Mode, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, after the show's over. After the show's over, we'll devote a half hour of nobody being here. Hey guys, stick around. All right.
Thanks, False Flag, for agreeing with me. Appreciate it.
Good talking to you.
Take care, guys.
All right.
All right.
False flag, everybody. Hey, I almost forgot to mention something. I know we might get another phone call in a second, but when you guys were doing the unenvelopings of yep, here we go. Are you connect to the roadcaster, you son of a hello, you're back. Bozique. Hello.
Is he echoing?
It's our weekly segment, Speak with Bozique.
It's connected, but nobody's there. Hello.
John
Right.
Candy.
We'll try to do this again. John Candy Fingers.
Andre the Giant Fingers.
We talked about, Andy Carson sent the unenvelopings that you guys did. My buddy Brendan, everybody knows him as Brendan Buttcheeks. He sent something yesterday to Ellie and the family in general that we unboxed yesterday afternoon, and I just want to give him a second because it was very, I was going to call him right after we opened it, and I couldn't. I was super emo, super emotional. He wrote a nice letter to Ellie, and I'm looking at it right now. I'm about to get a little choked up, but I couldn't call him. I had to call him today to thank him, and I asked him if I could, talk about it on the air for a minute, and he said, of course. So, here's the note. I'm not going to let you read it, but he put a picture of him and me.
Oh, we got to see this.
Back from, I probably should have scanned it or something, but I don't have the digital copy. It's from 2005 when my band was on Ozfest and we were in Chicago. Brendan, he and I worked at IBM together. He was an engineer. I was just a lackey, normal, whatever. So he was in
floor
on
sweeper.
Yeah, no, well, I wasn't a floor sleeper. But can you highlight that or no?
Yeah,
Kurt, what the fuck?
He's requesting isolation over here.
I don't know how to do it.
He was in Chicago on business, and I just happened to play in Chicago that day. So he was like, dude, it's not working. Well, fuck it. That's how many years ago? Almost 18 years ago. So there's that. He sent.
Jay was a mail boy.
He said, no, man, I was the manufacturing the computer chips and shit like that.
And Brendan is as sweet as they come.
Dude, he really
I
is.
met him last year. Awesome dude.
Brandon has a heart of gold, and yeah, we've stayed in touch ever since I left IBM in 2004. I think we've always stayed in touch. So he sent a couple funny. I think his mother, I think he said, crocheted these actually.
Oh wow,
that's awesome.
And yeah, he also sent an angel that she made. For some reason, it's missing. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know what Killian did with it.
Flushed it down the toilet.
Yeah, who knows? And then he also, anybody that knows Brandon, he makes these cigar box guitars that are awesome. Like he gave a couple to John 5.
Mm-hmm.
And just
shovels, brakes.
Yeah, make some cool stuff. So he made Ellie maybe I should turn off the lights for this, but
I thought it was a tissue box.
Yeah, it kind of looks, but it's a cigar box light. And let me it just might not show up on here, but
is there a button on that thing?
Yeah, it's got like a industrial quality cable and switch to it too. It's like it's braided.
Badass.
Yeah, he made this thing with love. But I'll try to zoom in on the light.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah,
looks like Brian's hairline.
looks like my nutsack when Jeannie puts on a pair of yoga pants, like just exploding with semen.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
Wow.
Does she love it?
Yeah, dude. Like we went instantly. Like we turned it on. Like, oh my god, we got to see what this looks like. So we went into a dark bathroom real quick just to turn it on to see. And so here's his Brendan B squared. He makes cool stuff. Very smart guy and very kind person. And I just want to thank him and his family for doing this and
That's cool.
being them.
That's
Put it
awesome.
in the front window. See what it looks like from outside.
Right in the front room window. No, a little bit to the right.
Yeah, Jay went from IBM to IBS.
Oh, yeah, I've always had IBS. Dude, it was the worst. Speaking of shitting, I worked.
Sorry, I brought it back.
I worked 12-hour shifts at IBM. So it was like
12-hour
6 p.m. to 6 a.m. was my first, or 6 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. was my first time. And then after a couple of years, I got moved to days. So it was, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., whatever, right? Dude, at the time, I would not use any bathroom except for like my house or a friend's house.
Not even at work?
Dude, it took me probably, oh God, at least probably a couple months before I finally, and you know how bad my stomach is, right?
You would use those paper cowboy hats?
Dude, I would hold it at work sometimes. And I remember because driving home, I probably lived about 35 minutes from work, right?
Skid marks in the driveway and in his underwear.
Dude, sometimes it would be so bad where Jeannie, because their house was closer to the Newburgh, like it was, Brian, you remember their house was kind of off the Newburgh Beacon Bridge where like it was a lot faster. It was like 2 minutes or 3 minutes from the Newburgh Beacon Bridge.
You had a shit house.
I was still another 20 minutes away. So there were times where I'd have to page probably at the time because I didn't have a cell phone. I would just go there, stop, knock on the window. Like I couldn't make it home. I wasn't going to make it home onto the dump network. There you go. Yeah, I'd have to literally stop at somebody else's house that was closer because I wouldn't shit at work. But then finally,
the funny thing is, Jeannie, she's in here. She knew back then that you were a shit box machine, and she still married you.
Yeah, and I was friends with, I was in a band with her brother before obviously we whatever. So she knew what kind of fucking disgusting, vile person I was. It's not like she found out like a few years into like our relationship, like, oh my God,
Yeah.
Like
back then you probably couldn't text her, tell her you're coming by to take a shit because
no,
I don't know if you had a cell phone.
Yeah, no, I didn't at the time. No.
Oh man,
that's love, right? That's love. When your man can fucking stop off and shit.
She's talking about the lamp.
Oh. Sorry, Brendan.
Oh man,
that's great.
My God. My headphone cable was under the tire.
Jeremiah, this is one of Jay's favorites.
Oh, I lost it when I saw that for the first time. It was like, dude, when did that movie come out? 94, right?
Yeah. His feet are at 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Dude, I lived for moments like that when I was that age. Like something like that happens in a movie and it's like front page news for like me and my buddies.
You're just like, yeah, I can't wait to shit like that. I know how you roll, Jay.
Like you rent it on VHS, and by the time you bring it back to Blockbuster, that like whole part is worn out, like a money shot in a porn video. Like you ever borrow a porn video from your buddy back in the day, and like as you're watching it, like certain parts, like the tracking kicks in, you're like, oh, I know you liked that part. That part. Why is the part every time they show the guy's face? Why was that part tracking? What are you looking at?
It's true.
Oh man,
that's good.
Let's get the phone number off of there so nobody else fucking calls up.
You ever leave that thing on accident?
Yeah, I did. Only one time so far though.
Did you get any calls?
Text. I was getting text messages alerts. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Oh, I didn't turn the do not disturb off.
Someone's watching the replay at 4 a.m. and they're calling in.
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
That's great. Do we have one more segment for the folks tonight?
Yeah, we do. Do you guys, do you have anything you want to wrap up with? Obviously we have, let me pull up
Friday.
Friday. Show. Let's do that real quick. Where the fuck is it? See, we got to clean some of this stuff out.
All the way at the bottom.
Is it? No, it's at the. Oh, we still have to do this.
Oh shit!
Damn, we almost fucked up.
Almost. Andy Carson, patron member.
Michael the Captain Smith. He was here earlier. Good to see
The
you,
captain,
Michael.
everybody. The captain was here. You missed it. If you missed it, the captain being here, go back and watch the beginning of the show because the captain was here.
Steve-O, 5150.
Randy Price.
Nelson. Rodriguez.
False flag.
Stephen Franklin.
We got the all day, all night, Paul Martin Woods. Here we got him. We got Warlag. That's a one. A Sherman Callahan, a Jimmy Ray Hawkins, and a Fairfield Guitars. That's Lewis. Who is that? Lewis. Wait, who is that again? Lewis. You said it was who? Lewis. Oh, that's Lewis. Yes, it is. That's Lewis.
5150, fair warning. 180, Mikey. Mojo. Tom Lean. Frank Corcoran. And did I miss anyone, Jay?
How dare you miss Ron?
Thank you all patron members. Appreciate the support.
Oops.
If you guys want to help out the channel, keep it going.
Why don't you bring up the buses?
Hit Brian up on Mormons.org.
Bring up the buses. We got the short bus patron. We got the double decker bus patron. God, don't make me laugh, man. Shit. The double decker bus patron. And if you have the
Big bucks, big money.
we got the tour bus patron all ready for you. Just $25 gets patron the free Under the Bus Network. I know it's $25.
Big bucks, big money.
But I guarantee these sons of bitches is worth it. Shit.
Big bucks, big money.
And also this month, if you join the Bang Bus crew, Kurt is going to send you one. Come on. I can't say it. There's going to be something vile. I'm good. I'm glad.
And everybody, don't forget, we got Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
With my man, Ray.
Stay Metal Ray is going to be with me and Brian, maybe me, Brian, and who knows? Whoever else wants to join. Ray seems like a cool cat, and obviously Brian has been taking guitar lessons from him for a little while, so he knows he's a cool cat.
Yeah, great dude. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, it is.
You sounded like Shannon Sharp back there.
Shannon.
That's why I was dying.
Where is he?
Skip. Really, skip. Let's stop it. Skip. No, you didn't. Skip. Whoa. Skip. Whatever, skip.
Oh shit. All right. Let's open up the this week's can you hit it for me, Kurt?
You can't find it.
What am I hitting?
Never mind. We got there's so much shit.
The fuck are you doing?
All right. Does anybody have any clue what's going to happen here?
You have any clue?
Is that a pool? So I don't know. Just do it.
I think he's going to try to dip the tire in the back and spray a rooster tail. Just by the looks of his hoodie.
All right. I think Kurt might be onto something here.
Beer.
Oh, you dipshit.
It's so good. Let's do a little slow-mo here. Watch his right foot just slip.
Oh no.
I love it.
Fragile. That must be Italian.
Oh.
What
Perfect.
an idiot.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to go forward and he was going to let go of it.
I hate the music that they're.
That's great.
Let's relive it over and over again.
Is it a brand new bike? He's got like a temporary paper plate on the back of it or something.
Who knows?
The fuck are you doing?
This is the abbreviated version of discussing. Who knows? Click. Goodbye.
Oh, that was good.
That's good.
What's up, guys? Hey, I'm at Guitar Center, and I'm just.
What should we end it with that? Should we? Should we end it with that or no?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why
There
not?
might be some people in the chat that haven't seen it.
All right, Caleb. Yeah, you might go back and watch, but Caleb joined us for a split second tonight. And we miss him today, by the way. We didn't say anything about Caleb.
You'll love this, Bent Tom.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Or maybe not. Good night, everybody. We'll see you Friday.
See you Friday.
What's up, guys? Hey, I'm at Guitar Center, and I'm just playing this new Wolfgang standard, Candy Apple Red. And it's got a roasted neck, Floyd Rose tremolo, Wolfgang pickups, and it lists for $749.99. Let's give it a whirl. I'm going through a Stealth 5150 50 watts in a the 5150 iconic 412 cabinet. Let's go. Man, this is awesome. This is awesome. Wow. Man, I want one of these. Man, I want one of these. Did you hear me? Did you hear me out there? I want one of these. Smash that thumbs, all right? Smash that thumbs. Like and subscribe, all right? Change the lights in here, will you?
Hey, mate, give up the guitar.
What's that?
Yeah, somebody bought it.
Somebody bought this?
Yeah, they bought it. No,
Really?
for themselves. No.
Right now?
No.
For me?
No, not for you, man. For themselves. No. Yeah, they're watching your stream.
You gotta take it now?
Yeah, you got to give me the guitar. They're watching your stream. They bought the guitar for themselves. Here, give it up. That's right. Thanks, man.